Hello everyone, my name is Aarti and you're watching HW News. On October 5 last year, Siddique Kappan, a Delhi-based journalist from Kerala, was travelling to Hathras. Remember Hathras, where a Dalit girl was allegedly gang raped? She later died in a hospital and the police cremated her without the permission of the family. The case shook the nation. Every news channel and their reporters reached Hathras to report on the case, to talk to the family. Now, like any other reporter, Siddique Kappan too was going to Hathras. But in the middle of the journey, before he reached Hathras, the UP police arrested him. The police alleged he was involved with the Popular Front of India. The police said they found material with him that was likely to disturb the peace and tranquility in the state and instigate violence. The police had alleged that Kappan had nothing to do with journalism as the identity card found from him had expired long back. He was charged with the most archaic law of our time, the sedition law. The police had submitted a charge sheet in the court in which they have justified the arrest of the journalist, saying that he only reported to incite Muslims by painting them as victims and not like a responsible journalist. Where UP police, which itself has come into question multiple times over responsible policing, talking about others doing responsible journalism is a bit odd. But today, we will talk about that 5,000-page charge sheet filed by them. Many journalists in India are targeted for showing the truth. India's press freedom index has dropped to 142nd, and those who speak are either dealt with by putting cases on them or by raiding them. But that doesn't stop us from doing what we do, because it is our duty to bring you the truth. Since this journey is tough, we require your support. Your support will ensure we continue to practice the journalism that we do. And if you want to grow this community, the community that believes in truth, please go to our website and click on the support on the topmost toolbar, select the plan that you want to take up and support us and subscribe to us. Now coming back to Siddique Kappan, the 5,000-page charge sheet filed by the UP police against Siddique Kappan says he was not a responsible journalist and wrote to sympathize with the Maoists and Communists. The charge sheet was filed in April this year, months after Siddique Kappan, alleged PFI members including Atikur Rahman, Masood Ahmed and their driver Alam was arrested in Mathura on October 5th last year while on their way to Hathras. They were booked under UAPA and on the charges of sedition. The STF has claimed that the PFI wanted to create unrest and a riot-like situation in the garb of protest demanding justice for the Hathras victim. It also includes a case diary note dated January 23, 2021, in which the investigating officer highlights portions from 36 articles written by Siddique Kappan for a Malayalam media house on the Nizamuddin Markaz gathering after the COVID outbreak, anti-CAA protest, Northeast Delhi riots, the Ram Temple Ayodhya, and the charge sheet against Sharjil Imam, who was jailed on sedition charges. Referring to one of these articles written during the CAA protest in AMU, that is the Aligarh Muslim University, the note states, and I quote, "In the writing, the Muslims have been portrayed as victims who were beaten up by the police and were asked to go to Pakistan. It is evident from the writing that it has been done to incite Muslims." The note then concludes, and I quote, "These writings of Siddique Kappan to be great extent can be classified as communal. During riots, taking a name of a minority and talking about events related to them can incite sentiments. Responsible journalists do not do such communal reporting. Kappan only and only reports to incite Muslims, which is a hidden agenda of a PFI. Some stories were written to sympathize with the Maoist and Communist." Now, according to the case diary note, the articles are a part of data obtained from Kappan's laptop after it had been sent to the forensic laboratory. In the note, police also claim that Kappan worked as think tank of the PFI. It alleges that he was attempting to publish anti-Hindu stories in the Malayalam media and had plans to inflame the Delhi riots. Police also accuse him of trying to hide the death of Intelligence Bureau officer Ankit Sharma and Head Constable Ratan Lal and downplaying the alleged role of suspected Aam Aadmi Party councillor Tahir Hussain in the Delhi riots. Interestingly, the police has also managed to get the statement from eyewitnesses who also apparently corroborate the police's version of events. Eyewitnesses claim that Kappan and Rahman were trying to incite a crowd against the administration on the day after the victim's body had been cremated. One of the eyewitnesses' statements says, and I quote, "A lot of crowd had gathered because entry to the village had been barred due to the presence of the SIT. There were some people who were trying to incite the crowd into taking action against the Thakurs. Two people in the crowd were making speeches and distributing money. I identify them as Atikur Rahman and Siddique Kappan as they had told me their names." Now, the lawyer for the accused has said that they were not even in the region at this point of time and they were only arrested on their way to Hathras 2 days later. Now, a statement by Month Toll Plaza in charge Gyanendra Singh Solanki, which is a part of the charge sheet, also states, and I quote, that the accused were arrested during checking on the highway. The accused said they wanted to get justice for the victim and did not stop despite repeated requests. Except the driver Alam, the persons had 1,717 pamphlets which had details of how to cause caste-based violence and create a massive law and order situation. Besides Alam, the three persons are found to be active members of PFI's associate Campus Front of India. The accused were part of several WhatsApp groups. The accused had been directed to create tension in the Hathras area in connection with the murder and gang rape, and this was the quote that was attributed to the Month Toll Plaza in charge Gyanendra Singh Solanki. There are many questions that are raised over the claims made in the charge sheet. First and foremost, most of what Siddique wrote, many others wrote too. Perhaps some of those have been more vocal critics and more harsh than Siddique. So why is UP police just pointing out his writings? Secondly, can police, who itself is in question, really decide who is responsibly carrying their duty? A witness says in the police charge sheet that Siddique Kappan and one more person were distributing money in the village, but it is widely reported information that Siddique Kappan and 3 others were arrested on their way to Hathras. So how would they have possibly distributed the money in the village? And even if these allegations are true, what possibly is the reason that qualifies these crimes under sedition or UAPA? There are other IPC sections to deal with it, unless the idea was to target the journalist for doing his job. In this case, even before doing his job. Will this charge sheet hold up in the court of law? That is the question we ask today. We have to wait and watch. Do let us know what you think about this in the comment box below. For more news and updates, you can log on to www.hwnews.in. And also, before I end this video, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. If you like this video, if you like the journalism that we do, the videos that we make, please give us a super thanks. And if you're watching this video on Facebook, please do like our page and share this video to as many people as possible.